to Marvel Live at New York Comic Con 2014, presented by Contest of Champions from Kabam. I'm Ryan Penagos, aka Marvel's Agent M, and I'm joined by
Judy Stevens. I am the cosplay blogger, and we have some more cosplayers for you. Ladies, introduce yourself.
I'm Sarah, and I am Lady Thor.
I am Carrie, and I am Lady Loki.
So I specifically, I reached out to you on Twitter because on a Friday night, I was taking the train home, or Monday or Friday, whatever it was, taking the train home, I was reading the first issue of Thor, and you have a letter printed in that issue. And I was touched by it. I thought it was a great letter, it was really heartfelt, it was really sweet, emotional, and just amazing. So if you guys haven't read it yet, you definitely got to check it out. But were you surprised to see that your letter was printed?
I actually got permission for it to be printed because it wasn't a submitted letter. It was an email I sent to the authors, like public email, just because it was the day after or the day of the announcement, and there was a lot of negative feedback. So I just put like in the title, positive feedback, and sent it to him like, oh my God, this is amazing. And he later contacted me like, I really loved your letter, may I print it? And so that's when I had to give consent. I was like, sure.
Yeah.
I didn't phrase it in a like the letter was not structured in a letter way. It was very, very raw and honest. So I think that's why he liked it. But it was kind of like, sure, just print it all.
You had a lot of feelings.
I had a lot of feelings.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I was in the room with Jason when the news broke, and then just watching all the emotions come from fans who are into the news and against the news, and like I've been called terrible names by people who think I have anything to do with it, which I think is hilarious. But then there's so many people who are really into it, and then we see this, and it's like, yeah, nailed it. It works. Pretty cool. Now you can talk about the cosplay. That's your thing.
Cosplay? So, obviously, you've been working on this. I've been following your Facebook.
Yeah. I started basically the second it was announced. I drew a sketch that night. Was like, I am doing this. And I contacted the artist, Russell, who designed it. I started pestering him. How does she get into it? Where are the access points? Does it buckle? Does it lace? What's it made out of? And he was very nice in contacting me back and answering my questions. Apparently there's no access. It magics on. And so I had to add buckles because unfortunately I am not a magical girl who can transform into this form. I'm working on it. Not quite there yet. But I started working on it and pretty much stopped last night.
It looks amazing. This is like, you were texting me, you were like, oh man, I don't know how to show yet, I don't know how to show yet. And then you text me a picture and I was like, yeah!
in the car, I had it up against the air conditioner drying. I'm like, dry, dry, dry. And then I get out, my friend buckles me in, and I take a picture like outside a bus station. And I'm like, I'm here. So it was a little hectic, but it was so worth it.
And you have an amazing Loki companion.
Indeed. I was actually painting my helmet on the balcony last night as well.
True cosplayers, by the way, guys.
This is professional cosplay, guys. We got all of our clients' stuff done for the show, so we're hunting them down, and then of course our stuff is last minute.
You think it gets better the bigger you get? Like, you know, we're not last minute doing anything? No. You're always last minute doing it. Always.
Actually, I was going to say, just talking about bigger, I don't know if you guys know Kemui Cosplay, Svetlana. I saw her earlier,
yeah,
and she was like, I have to go back to the hotel room and finish painting.
Yes.
So, there you go. No matter how big you get, always waiting to the last minute.
Never feel bad about it.
Yeah, no, go for it.
For those of you watching, use the hashtag MarvelNYCC for your questions and comments. We had a couple come in already. Ranker Comics says, that is a fantastic Thor. So, compliments from the internet.
Do you want to talk a little bit about what it's made out of?
It is the armor is Warbler that over a foam base that I made, and it the belt is leather, the skirt is suede and stitched with leather, the cape is wool, and
you have a hammer.
I do. I have a hammer. I have it hooked on my belt so that I can use my hands.
That's got some weight to it.
Yeah, it's a foam block with Warbler, and
look at the detailing. That's so good. I don't know if you guys can see that at home.
Some runes on it. Yeah, and it's a lot of work to get it all put together because there's a lot of long periods of drying and a lot of long periods of saving up. I think that's the thing that takes the longest about any cosplay is getting the money to do it.
Yep.
So it's, a little bit at a time.
We get here and we're fabulous, we have no money left.
No money. I have no money.
We are wearing all of our money.
This cosplay is worth more than my actual net worth in my bank.
I'm pretty sure the costumes that I brought with me are actually worth more than my car altogether.
The glory of cosplay.
We showed up in a shield car too, which is
That's
fantastic.
neat.
Yeah, it has the shield decals on it. It makes a great photo backdrop.
That's awesome. Where are we? Daniel Giffore says, "How did you start getting into cosplay?" He's always wanted to get in, but didn't know where to start. Any tips?
I started by attending movie premieres at midnight, dressed like one of the people from the movie, and I met her at the Hobbit. Both
Yeah,
dressed as
our
elves.
first meeting was we were dressed as elves at the Hobbit premiere, and I was like, we should be friends.
Yeah.
And that turned into I didn't want to go to Comic-Con alone, and I made her come with me.
One year later, we're back here.
1 year later, we were actually a professional running a costume shop, interviews on TV, websites, blogs, everything.
Yeah.
So it escalated very
escalated.
quickly.
But for people that don't just want to cosplay, like you just want to, you just save up for it and buy things a little at a time, and do what you love. Don't just waste your time on popular things. And I don't know. To get started, I read a lot of tutorials. I've never worked with Warbler until I made this. So this is my first project, so if I could do it, anyone can do it. Trust me, I manage. So read, watch videos, and learn from everyone else. The community is very friendly to share.
Definitely talk to people, because I know the both of us, we answer a ton of questions over Etsy, Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, to our fan page and our business page of people who are not looking to buy from us, but looking for advice on how to do what we do, and we're always glad to help people out.
Well, how can all the lovely watchers outside find you guys on the internet?
I mean, my username on most everything is Pepper Monster. So Tumblr and Twitter and Instagram, you can just find me there. And
Thor is Pepper Monster, and I am Rattle and Burn everywhere on the internet.
yeah,
Nice.
and my Facebook page is Lady Thor, Goddess of Thunder. Pretty straightforward. It's all about Lady Thor, not just me. All things Lady Thor.
You guys have a lot of stuff, a lot of comments and questions coming in. Kyle Peacock says, on the scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable are your costumes?
Oh my
0.
God, that's like a -12.
It's not.
You can't blame anyone but yourselves.
No, I blame costume. I blame it all on the artists. Russell Dudeman, who did this. He designed this. He decided this was a good idea, and he inflicted this upon me. It's his fault.
I met J. Michael Straczynski last year, and he came up to me and said, "Your horns are exactly what I had envisioned for the character." So now I'm like, well, now I can't change it and make it lighter. Thanks.
Now I can't make it more comfortable. Thanks. But now apparently he just likes to put Loki in a lot of pain.
Most writers do. Michael W.S. asked, says, hello, are there any characters you haven't cosplayed as, but you would really want to?
Oh my God, yes.
All of them.
What would be your dream costume, dream Marvel costume?
Well, we're really planning on doing the new Wanda and Polaris together. So.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
I love doing Carol Danvers. I've always been doing more. I've done her as Miss Marvel, but not Captain Marvel yet. I made the head, the helmet.
The
And
materials are in my closet.
Yeah, I have all the materials. I haven't made it.
You got to make. There always needs to be more Captain Marvels out there.
Always, always.
Always more
Carol Cole represent.
Awesome. Guys, we're going to wrap up here really soon. Stay tuned for Todd Knock, the artist of Nightcrawler. He's going to come by here. We may arm wrestle. I don't know what's going to happen.
Arm wrestle, I'm
It's
in.
crazy. Really excited. I'm so glad you came on. And I
Thank
brought a
you.
friend. It's even better.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, very cool. Guys, check out Thor. Check them out on online everywhere. We'll be back really soon here from New York Comic Con 2014. We're Marvel Live, presented by Contest of Champions.